Roguelikes are known for its unforgiving permadeath mechanic, where death means starting anew. But within the unforgiving cycle lies a hidden beauty, the thrill of the climb, the joy of overcoming impossible odds, and the satisfaction of crafting the perfect run. With that being said, I welcome you to a realm of endless challenge and pixelated glory. Today we dive into a thrilling world of roguelike games, a genre that defines difficulty and rewards mystery. From claustrophobic corridors to sprawling dungeons, each run offers a unique generated level, challenging enemies, and powerful loot. Whether you're a seasoned veteran or a new adventurer, roguelikes offer a captivating blend of strategic depth, fast-paced action, and endless replayability. Hey everyone, this is Bilal Masood and welcome to another episode of Play Palette. Starting from the bottom of the list is Vampire Survivors. Vampire Survivors is a unique and captivating roguelike game developed by a solo developer, Ponclay. Released in 2022, it quickly gained popularity for its simple gameplay, addictive loop, and gothic horror atmosphere. You control a single character with basic attacks. Your primary focus is movement and survival as you face waves of enemies. Each run is unique with precisely generated levels and randomized items and upgrades. With a variety of characters, weapons, and stages to unlock, the game offers endless replayability. The game is easy to pick up but challenging to master, creating a highly addictive loop. The game's dark visuals and eerie soundtrack create an immersive and atmospheric experience. You choose from several characters, each with their own starting weapon and abilities. The game offers 20 plus playable characters, 100 plus upgrades, and 5 whole stages for you to explore. Vampire Survivors is a fantastic game for fans of roguelike, minimalists, and anyone looking for a quick and addictive experience. Moving up the list at number 9 we have Spelunky 2. This game is a roguelike platformer developed by Derek Yu. It's a sequel to the game Spelunky HD and builds upon its challenging gameplay, uniquely generated levels, and permadeath mechanic. In Spelunky 2, players take control of Anna Spelunky, the daughter of the original game's protagonist, as she ventures to the moon to find her missing parents. This game features even more areas, characters, traps, and items than its predecessor. This vast world opens countless possibilities for exploration and experimentation. The world is filled with new dangers and secrets to uncover. You will encounter new enemies and challenges as well as hidden areas and powerful items. This game is an excellent roguelike platformer that builds upon the success of its predecessor. It offers a deep and denser world, new challenges and secrets, and more ways to interact with the environment. If you're looking for a challenging and rewarding game, Spelunky 2 is definitely worth checking out. At number 8, we have Risk of Rain 2. Risk of Rain 2 is a roguelike third-person shooter developed by Hopo Games and published by Gearbox Publishing. In this fast-paced and challenging game, you play a survivor stranded on a hostile alien planet. Your objective is to fight your way through hordes of enemies, collect powerful items, and ultimately escape the planet. Each run in Risk of Rain is unique, with procedurally generated levels, items, and enemies. This means no two runs will ever be the same, keeping the game fresh and exciting. Choose from a diverse roster of survivors, each with their own unique abilities and playstyles. You can unlock new survivors by completing challenges and progressing through the game. There are hundreds of items to collect in Risk of Rain 2, each with its own unique effect. Experiment with different combinations of items to find powerful synergies and create the ultimate survivor build. Risk of Rain 2 is a fast-paced game with intense action. You will be constantly on the move, dodging attacks and taking down enemies. Risk of Rain 2 is a challenging game, but it's also very rewarding. The sense of accomplishment you feel when you finally overcome a difficult challenge is unmatched. This game is a fantastic roguelike shooter that is sure to appeal to the fans of the genre. With its fast-paced gameplay, challenging difficulties, and high replayability, it's a game that you will keep coming back to for more. At number 7 stands Faster Than Light. Faster Than Light is a roguelike real-time strategy game developed by Subset Games and released in 2012. It has become a cult classic, praised for its challenging gameplay, tense atmosphere, and deep strategic choices. Players take control of a spaceship and its crew, navigating a procedurally generated galaxy filled with hostile enemy ships, friendly outposts, and nebulae with their own unique hazards. The goal is to deliver a critical data packet containing information about the rebel fleet to the Federation headquarters while avoiding destruction. Gameplay is divided into two phases, exploration and combat. During exploration, players manage their ship's system, makes decisions about which sectors to explore, and engage in events that offer rewards or risks. Combat takes place in real time, with players controlling the ship's weapons, shields, engines, and crew to defeat enemy ships. The game features permadeath, meaning that once the ship is destroyed, the players must start over from the beginning. Faster Than Light is a challenging and rewarding experience that offers a unique blend of roguelike elements, real-time strategy, and spaceship combat. It's considered a must-play for fans of these genres. At number 6 is Spelunky. Spelunky is a 2D side-scrolling roguelike platformer developed by Derek Yu. It was originally released for PC in 2008 and has since been ported to numerous platforms, including PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, PlayStation Vita, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and iOS. This game is known for its challenging gameplay, procedurally generated levels, and permadeath mechanic. Players take control of an explorer who must descend into a series of caves filled with dangerous enemies and traps. The goal is to collect as much treasure as possible and reach the bottom of the cave. There are over 100 items and weapons to find in the game, each with its own unique properties. There are many secrets and hidden areas to discover, which can add hours of replayability to the game. Due to the procedural generation and permadeath mechanics, Spelunky is a game that you can come back to over and over again. This game is not for the faint of heart. It's a challenging game that will require patience and skills to master. However, if you're looking for a rewarding and addictive experience, Spelunky is a must-play. At number 5 is Binding of Isaac. The Binding of Isaac is a top-down dungeon crawler roguelike game with a unique twist. Players control Isaac, a young boy who must descend into the depths of his mother's basement, which has transformed into a series of twisted and dangerous dungeons. Each run is procedurally generated, offering a fresh experience every time. The game is extremely action-oriented. Shoot tears at enemies, dodge hazards, and collect power-ups to increase your strength. Like most roguelike games, this game features permadeath, which means when Isaac dies, it's game over, and you must start again from the beginning. The game tackles mature themes of religious fanaticism, abuse, and physiological trauma. The story and imagery are open to interpretation, allowing players to draw their own conclusions. Overall, The Binding of Isaac is a challenging, addictive, and unique roguelike experience. It's not for the faint of heart, but for those who enjoy dark humor, deep gameplay, and high replayability, it's a must-play. Enter the Gungeon is at number 4. Enter the Gungeon is a roguelike dungeon crawler developed by Dodge Roll Games. Released in 2016, it quickly gained a dedicated following for its intense action, challenging gameplay, and quirky humor. The game is set in a strange and dangerous world where the only way to escape is to descend into the Gungeon, a gun-shaped dungeon, filled with deadly enemies and powerful weapons. Enter the Gungeon is a bullet hell game, meaning the screen will often be filled with enemy bullets. Players must dodge, roll, and shoot their way to survival. Each playthrough of the game is different, with procedurally generated dungeons and items. This means that you'll never have the same experience twice. The game is full of unique and powerful weapons, from shotguns to rifles to laser beams and rocket launchers. Each floor of Gungeon is guarded by a powerful boss that you must defeat to progress. With the permadeath mechanic and endless variety, Enter the Gungeon is a game that you can play for hours on end. At number 3 is Slay the Spire. Slay the Spire is a critically acclaimed roguelike deck building game developed by Megacrit Games. Players must take control of a character who must ascend a series of procedurally generated floors by defeating enemies, bosses, and collecting powerful cards. At the heart of the game is its deck building mechanics. Players start with the basic deck and must acquire and upgrade cards throughout their run to create a powerful and synergic deck. Combat in this game is turn-based and strategic. Players must carefully choose which cards to play in order to defeat their enemies. Slay the Spire features a permadeath mechanic, meaning if your character dies, you must start from scratch. This high-stakes gameplay adds to the game's tension and excitement. Players can choose from 4 different characters, each with their own unique playstyle and cards. This allows for a lot of replayability and experimentation. Slay the Spire is a must-play for fans of roguelikes, deck-building games, and turn-based strategy games. With its deep gameplay, high replayability, and beautiful art style, Slay the Spire is sure to keep you entertained for hours. Second to last is Dead Cells. Dead Cells is a 2D side-scrolling action platformer a game developed and published by Motion Twin. It blends elements of roguelikes and Metroidvania genre, offering a challenging and rewarding experience for players who enjoy fast-paced combat and exploration. The player takes control of the prisoner, a creature trapped within a sprawling, ever-changing castle. The castle is filled with dangerous creatures, traps, and secrets, all waiting to be discovered. The prisoner's goal is to escape the castle and reach the surface, but in order to do so, he must first break the curse that binds him to his prison. Dead Cells is a roguevania, which means that it combines the procedurally generated levels of a roguelike with the interconnected world and permanent upgrades of a Metroidvania. Each time the player dies, they will restart the game from the beginning. However, they will retain certain permanent upgrades that have been acquired, such as weapons and abilities. This allows players to gradually progress through the game and become more powerful with each subsequent attempt. Dead Cells feature permadeath, which means that the player will start the game from the beginning each time they die. This can be frustrating at times, but it also adds to the game's challenge and replayability. Overall, the game is an excellent action platformer that offers a challenging and rewarding experience for players who enjoy fast-paced combat and exploration. The game's design ensures that there is always something new to discover, and the permadeath mechanic adds to the game's tension and excitement. If you're looking for a game that will test your skills and keep you coming back for more, then Dead Cells is definitely worth checking out. And as always, if you're liking the video so far, make sure to like and subscribe and check out our website for more games like these. Now for the best game on our list, Hades. Hades is a fast-paced roguelike dungeon crawler, a game developed by acclaimed indie studio Supergiant Games. You take on the role of Zagreus, the rebellious son of Hades, Greek god of the underworld, driven by a burning desire to escape his oppressive father's domain and reach Mount Olympus. Zagreus embarks on a journey through the ever-shifting depths of the underworld. Hades is known for its thrilling hack-and-slash combat. The game features a variety of weapons and skills to master, each with its own unique playstyle. You'll need to master dodging, parrying, and unleashing devastating attacks to survive the hordes of enemies that stand between you and Mount Olympus. The game utilizes permadeath, meaning you'll start from scratch every time you die. However, each run offers a new chance to improve your skills, unlock new weapons and abilities, and progress further in the underworld. The constant cycle of death and rebirth creates a sense of both challenge and excitement. Hades is a visual feast featuring stunning hand-painted art that brings the world of Greek mythology to life. The vibrant colors, expressive characters, and detailed environments create a truly immersive experience. With each run through the underworld being procedurally generated, you'll face new challenges and discover new secrets every time you play. The high replayability ensures that Hades remains fresh and exciting even after multiple playthroughs. Overall, Hades is a masterpiece of a design, offering addictive action, captivating storytelling, stunning visuals and music, and high replayability. It's a must-play for fans of roguelikes and action-adventure. This brings us to the end of our list. If you recognize any game, or if you have played any of these games, make sure to let us know in the comments. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Play Palette, and I'll see you next time.